Hi, Paul. How you doing?
Yeah, all right, thanks.
Obviously, not quite the heights of the other night against Everton, but you dug in there tonight. What was your assessment?
Yeah, I thought we started really, really well. Stopped Newcastle playing forwards, won the ball back in good areas, and then broke from those areas and created chances, which we didn't take. And then we got punished with the last kick before half time. And that's, as I said, that's been the story of the season, hasn't it? It's been no lack of effort. The players have been there. That 15 minutes where we came off it and weren't as good, we concede a header at goal where Ramos makes a great save, and then we concede a header that puts us one behind at half time. After being, I thought, for the first 25 to 30 minutes in control of the game. So, yeah, it's tough. And when you're chasing, we've said it so many times, when you fall behind, it's a tough game. So we huffed and puffed second half, threw everything at it, had a lot of the ball. Obviously, you're vulnerable to counter-attacks when you're committing that many men forward, but you've got to, because you've got to try and win the game.
You mentioned your keeper there. He's obviously had a difficult time this season, but how pleased are you with the way he stuck to it? And do you see good things ahead for him in the next few years? It's been a difficult first year for him at the club.
Yeah, difficult few months. It's not been a difficult first year. I think back, I remember one moment, West Brom at home, he made a point-blank save from across. We win the game 2-1. He made that save at 1-1. And I think from that moment, he's been excellent and got better and better and better. So, yeah, and he's 23 years of age just gone. So for me, he is and going to be a top keeper.
And just going into the last game of the season, how would you sort of sum up your time in charge here?
Yeah, obviously it's been tough for lots of reasons. Circumstances of stepping in, it's been tough. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the challenge of it. I've been pleased with the players, been pleased with the staff. It's been tough, but everyone's dug in, everyone's fought. And we've got one more game to fight for. That's it. And it's the last game in the Premier League, so you should be leaving absolutely everything on the pitch. There should be nothing left in your body when you come off that pitch on Sunday. And especially with his fans being back in as well, really enjoyed that experience today. So looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Did you enjoy that, even though you didn't have any of your own there?
Yeah, different. Totally. We pulled up at the hotel last night, and there's people in the bar when we walked in. It just felt different. There's noise. There's people about. Driving to the ground today, there's people walking about. I had a coffee before the lads warmed up, watching the crowd walk into the stadium. It was, yeah, and I just can't believe it's been 15 months. It is like, just thinking about it, how crazy that is over a season without fans watching the team and playing in front of no fans. It's had its effect on lots of people. And I hope we never have to do it again.
Thanks, Paul.
Cheers. Nath.
Paul, I weren't aware, because we don't have the clock on on there. Was it 4 minutes?
Don't tell me. You're going to tell me someone scored when they shouldn't have or something.
No, but I know that you and Jason weren't happy with a few things in that first half with the fourth official. Did you have any problem with the timing of that goal? Because the referee blew immediately, didn't he?
Yeah, do you know what, mate? I don't even want to look. I weren't happy with lots of things, no. Thought it was a poor performance. That's it. Move on. I thought it was poor start to finish.
Just touching on the fans bit, I felt like there was certainly to start with, I felt like there was a real energy about Sheffield United's players today in that first 20-25 minutes. It's as if they thrived off that atmosphere again.
Yeah, I just think they were set up well and determined and on the front foot, and it was more. Listen, Newcastle changed a little bit how they played out, but it was more. We lost two headers in really quick succession, which changed the momentum, and it gave them a corner, and the crowd got up, and it changed the momentum of the last 15 minutes of the half. It was our doing, really. If I'm being critical on us and our team, and it was little things like that where we weren't as good. The first 30 minutes, we snapped at them. We won it in great areas and broke from that and had lots of the ball, but we gave up territory because we stopped doing the really good things. Came out second half and had a goal, but we've seen it all season. You'll see it every season in the Premier League how tough it is when you go goal behind.
Yeah, you needed that David McGoldrick chance after 5 minutes or so to go in, didn't you? Because it's tough for any team at this level to chase a game, but particularly United.
You know what? It would have been a fantastic. It's moments like that I really want to happen and work for the players, because trying and doing everything we're asking, and when it just comes off like that and we don't quite get the reward, yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but that would have been a fantastic goal for us from where we won it, how we won it, and how the lads broke, and the quality of the passing that led to the chance.
And obviously the new manager will have been watching the last few games. What do you think he will have learned? Because I think these last two games have been much improved from the majority of the season, not just your time, but the majority of the season. So what do you think he will have taken from the last 2 or 3 games in particular?
That they're an honest, hard-working group. You know, we've seen that. That we've got good strength in depth. Look at the injuries and the quality of player not here today that's in the squad. So yeah, I think anyone looking and watching this will be looking at the strength of the squad, the depth of the squad, and be thinking that we've got a fantastic chance next season in the Championship.
Last one from me, Femi Siriki. He's looked a real player at under 23 level. You gave him a few minutes today. Tell us a bit about him, Paul. What's he about?
Well, Femi's probably big strength. The thing he's done really well this season. He's been involved in a lot of chances. He's created a lot of goals and goal scoring opportunities. He's a really direct player. We just threw him on the last 5 minutes for that purpose. Try and get him the ball. He will be direct. He'll run straight at their goal. But listen, he's a long way off the finished article. I think he turned 18 last month. He's another baby like Jebbo, but yeah, he's going to be a good player for us if we manage him and he keeps improving and keeps listening. But yeah, it was just an opportunity to put a more direct player on the pitch.
Thanks, Val. Take care. Cheers.
And you.
Shieldsy. Here we go.
There we are. I heard that, Kev. I'm off mute now. It's just a thought on that. How do you sort of looking forward to next season and hopefully coming back to the Premier League? How do you get that quality into the side, Paul? Is it something that you need to do beyond the squad, as it were, or do they actually have it in them and it just needs bringing out the confidence?
Yeah, listen, they have it in them. Are you talking competing? There's a massive gulf between the Championship and...
I'm on about hopefully coming back, you know. Yeah.
There's a massive gulf. There's a massive gulf. These players have shown how good they were in the Championship. But you know how tough it is. Look at the teams who come up, how hard it is to stay up. You know, look at the teams who then go back down, and to keep the group together, how close to the top they are. The gulf is huge. You know, how do you get that? How do you get Premier League quality in a team? You buy Premier League quality. You pay the wages of Premier League quality. At the minute, we can't afford that, so you have to accept that and manage your way up in a different way. We do great work. Chris and the boys did last season. Had a season in the Premier League and stayed there, and then had another season this season, which unfortunately has ended up with us going down. But you have to then build from those 2 years in the Premier League and try and be stronger the next time you come up. You can't just, you know, we've not got a model like a Chelsea did or Man City did, where they threw money at it to make it happen. It's a different way of doing things.
Will you be sort of looking at maybe including a few more of the youngsters in the final game, or was that a nod towards a bit of fatigue?
In that one, yeah, a bit of fatigue. Obviously, Jayden had just been breaking his neck to get forward and then recovering on some counter-attacks. So it's just to make sure we had fresh legs on. And like I said, the last one of Femi's attributes is the fact if he gets the ball to feet, he's direct, just goes at people. And it was a throw of the dice, yeah, for the last 10 minutes.
George Baldock, what's there with him?
George, I don't know if you saw it at the Everton game, his hamstring was getting a bit tight in the last few minutes. It's something he's been managing, so we didn't take any risk with him today. We're hoping he'll be fit and available for the last game.
Brilliant. Cheers, Paul. Thank you.
Right.
And finally, Stu.
Hi, Paul. You seem to have looked a bit more likely since you made that slight tactical tweak. I wondered what your thinking was behind it and how pleased you've been with how it's changed things.
What you mean with the front three?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we did it at the Wolves game. I think it was the first game. Might be wrong. So I think we did it for the Wolves game and we're pleased. Obviously, it worked against Brighton. Tottenham, listen, I was critical of us first half against Tottenham. When I watched the game back, Tottenham, we caught them on a fantastic day, you know. And even when we were very good second half, they took the game away for us with 2 blistering counter-attacks. But we changed the shape to get the 3 back in. And Sander was coming back. it's just something I like to get more bodies ahead of the ball to try and create these goal-scoring opportunities, which are difficult to come by in the Premier League.
And obviously, Ben Osborne's a very versatile player. We've seen another side to him since he's been in the front three. I mean, where do you think his best position is?
Yeah, we have this conversation, myself and Ben, and listen, Ben wants to play, he'll play anywhere. He's been put, and he did that at Forest as well. He's played all over the pitch. And Ben will play wherever he is in the team, without a doubt. But his position, like I say, today his best position was one of the front three. But if he becomes nails down a wing back, he'll play wing back. If he nails down a midfield three and he's better than one of the midfielders, he'll play midfield. But it'd be really good if he can become that, and we've spoke about that, because his attitude and his energy is something that every team needs, you know. But what we want to guard against, and like I said, whilst Ben wants to play every game, we want to make sure he becomes a master in one position, and rather than someone who's going to accommodate many positions if someone drops out.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask that because that might apply to some of the young players coming through as well. How important and at what stage do you sort of need to nail down a position?
Well, I suffer from it myself in my career. I end up playing a lot of positions, but you play wherever. Younger players, it's good to, when they're really young, to experience lots of different positions. But I think once they start becoming a professional player, there needs to be clarity in how the first team plays, and then you're giving them all that detail to nail down a position like that. Ozzy could, if he wanted, just say, no, Eki, I want to play blah, 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 and compete against someone directly for a position. But he wants to play. He wants to play in a team. I want to use him. And that's the most important thing, someone that wants to play in the team. Regarding young players, they're ready when they're ready, but they'll be taught the positions. They'll be taught the information that they need to know for their role.